Here is our next challenge. Case insensitive equality of strings. What does this mean? Write a function that compares two strings and returns true if they are equal. Okay. However, make sure that you do a case insensitive comparison. Meaning these two strings AJAY, AJAY are equivalent if you ignore the case, right? So you want to compare if two strings are equal irrespective of the case sensitivity. How do you do it? There are a couple of ways. The simplest way is you take string 1 and then string 2, convert them to a similar case, right? Let us say convert this to lower. Use the standard strings lower function. You could convert it to upper also. After that, just do a equal. That will compare both these two strings. If they are equal, since we have made them all lowercase letters, if they are equal, they should match to be equal, right? As simple as that. So let's write this. So we are passed two strings, string 1 and string 2. What we have to do is figure out if these two strings are equal without having to account for the case. Well, if case was not an issue, what would you do? You would say, right? This is what you would do. Actually, if you run this, you should get a false, right? Now, how would you correct this? If you say, convert both the strings to lowercase, all lowercase. Okay, now let's try this. See, it's true now. You could try any possible combination. Make this A. Is it true? Yes. Make this a different case. Still it's true, right? So this is how you can do a case insensitive comparison of strings. In case you're wondering what's the use case for this, user IDs that you have on websites are a good example for this. Say email ID is the user ID. The user could sometimes enter it in capital letters, sometimes in small letters, sometimes in a combination of capital and small. And say we want to ignore it. We want to make sure that the text is right and the case doesn't matter. Of course, this is not the case for passwords. I'm saying just for the user ID. In cases like that, you want to do a case insensitive equality, right? So this is a useful function for that scenario.